The Big Rip Hypothesis. Have you ever, in the deep, quiet hours of the night, felt a strange tug? Not a physical one, but a whisper in the soul. A feeling that everything you know, the very fabric of your reality, is temporary? That behind the solidity of your home, the warmth of a loved one's hand, the ancient gaze of the mountains, there lies a secret fragility? For centuries, we've looked to the heavens and told stories. Stories of creation, of gods, of a universe born in fire and light. We've imagined its end too, a great freeze, a fiery collapse, a slow, silent descent into nothingness. But what if I told you there is another ending, one far more dramatic, more violent, and in its own terrifying way, more beautiful than anything we have ever conceived. An ending not with a whimper, but with a scream. This is the story of the Big Rip. Today, we are not just going to talk about a scientific hypothesis. We are going on a journey to the very edge of time itself. We will witness the final moments of existence, not as cold observers, but as beings woven into the very tapestry that is about to be torn asunder. So, settle in, dim your lights, and let your mind wander to the ultimate destiny of all things. To understand the end, we must first understand the beginning. Close your eyes for a moment. Picture a singularity, a point of infinite density containing all the energy, all the potential of every galaxy, star, planet, and person that ever would be. Then, an event so colossal it defies language. The Big Bang. The universe, in a single, breathless moment, burst into being. It wasn't an explosion into space. It was the creation of space and time themselves. And from that first, unimaginable moment, the universe has been expanding, stretching, growing like a living, breathing entity. For decades, we thought this expansion was slowing down, that gravity, the great cosmic architect, would eventually pull everything back together in a big crunch. But in the late 1990s, astronomers made a discovery that shattered that comforting idea. They found that the universe's expansion isn't slowing down. It's accelerating. It's speeding up. Something is pushing the galaxies apart, a force more powerful than gravity itself. We gave this force a name, dark energy. It is the great mystery of modern cosmology. We cannot see it. We cannot touch it. But we can feel its ghostly hand in the motion of the galaxies. It makes up about 68% of everything in the cosmos. Think about that. The stars, the planets, you, me, all the stuff we think of as the universe is less than 5%. The rest is this dark, unknown energy, an anti-gravity force woven into the empty space between worlds. And this is where our story turns from wonder to warning. This is where the Big Rip is born. The fate of the universe hinges on the character of this dark energy. Is it a gentle, constant force, content to push galaxies apart for all eternity, leading to a slow, cold, heat death? Or is it something else, something more aggressive? The Big Rip hypothesis dares to ask, what if dark energy isn't constant? What if it gets stronger over time? Imagine dark energy not as a gentle wind, but as a pressure, a cosmic tension building within the void itself. For now, its grip is weak. It's powerful enough to separate galaxy clusters, but gravity is strong enough to hold individual galaxies, like our own Milky Way, together. Our solar system remains bound. Our planet remains whole. But what if this pressure continues to grow? Let's take our journey forward in time, not by years or millennia, but by billions of years. Phase 1. The Great Isolation. The first sign of the end would be a profound and deepening loneliness. The acceleration of the universe would become so fierce that the distant galaxies we see today as faint smudges of light would first redden, then fade, and then vanish. Their light, desperately trying to reach us across the growing chasm, would no longer be able to outpace the expansion of space itself. The universe beyond our local group of galaxies would simply disappear from view. The night sky, which has been a source of wonder and navigation since the dawn of humanity, would go dark, leaving only the stars of our own galaxy. We would be alone in a shrinking island of light. Phase 2, the unbinding of the Milky Way. The tension continues to build. Now, dark energy's grip grows strong enough to overcome the gravitational pull that holds our own galaxy together. The Milky Way, a majestic spiral of hundreds of billions of stars, a structure that has existed for over 13 billion years, begins to unravel. Stars are torn from their orbits, sent flying into the ever-widening abyss. The great cosmic dance becomes a frantic, chaotic scattering. Our sun is ripped from its galactic arm, becoming a lonely wanderer in an ever-darkening void. Phase 3, the end of solar systems. The pressure mounts. Space itself is stretching faster and faster. Now, the bonds that hold solar systems together begin to fail. The sun's gravity is no match for the ferocity of dark energy. The planets are plucked from their orbits. Jupiter, Saturn, Earth. Each is flung into the blackness on a solitary, eternal journey. The familiar clockwork of our solar system, the cosmic order that has governed time and tides since the Earth was formed, is shattered into a billion pieces. Now, we approach the final act, the true, horrifying majesty of the Big Rip. The cosmic pressure is now unimaginably powerful. It is no longer content to tear apart galaxies or solar systems. It is coming for everything. Phase 4, the shattering of worlds. In the last months, the force would be felt even here, on Earth. The gravitational glue holding our planet together would be overcome. The Earth itself would be torn apart. The mountains you hike, the oceans you swim in, the very ground beneath your feet would begin to separate. It would not be an explosion of fire and rock, but a silent, ghostly unraveling. The planet would simply come undone, its pieces drifting apart into the void. Phase 5, the final moment. We have reached the last hour, the last minute, the final second. The stretching force of dark energy now exceeds the forces that hold atoms together. Think about the profound, terrifying beauty of that. The fundamental building blocks of reality, the nuclei and electrons that form every molecule of your body, every piece of dust, every memory, are torn apart. The strong nuclear force, one of the most powerful forces in nature, is finally defeated. In the last instant, time itself loses all meaning. There is no space. There is no matter. There is only the rip. The universe, in a final silent scream, dissolves into a sea of disconnected, fundamental particles, each infinitely separated from the other by an expanse of space that is expanding faster than the speed of light. Reality, as we know it, ceases to exist. It is not an end in space and time. It is the end of space and time. This is the Big Rip. A prophecy of physics. A cosmic apocalypse written not in religious texts, but in the equations of the universe's expansion. But why? Why tell this story? It's terrifying. It's nihilistic. It speaks of an end where not even atoms survive. I believe we tell it for the same reason ancient cultures told stories of Ragnarok or the flood. It is a myth for the scientific age. It forces us to confront the most profound questions. What is reality if it can be so utterly annihilated? What is the self if the very atoms that compose it are destined to be scattered into nothingness? There is a strange, mystical comfort in this ultimate fragility. It tells us that the solid, predictable world we experience is an illusion, a temporary truce between forces. that the universe is not a static stage, but a dynamic, living, and dying entity. It imbues the present moment with an almost unbearable significance. The warmth of the sun on your skin, the sound of laughter, the love you feel for another, these are not just fleeting moments in a long, stable history. They are brilliant, defiant flashes of light and connection in a cosmos sliding towards inevitable dissolution. They are miracles precisely because they are temporary. The Big Rip is the ultimate memento mori, not for an individual, but for all of creation. It is a reminder that to be here, now, conscious and able to contemplate such an end is the greatest mystery of all. It also points to a deeper truth, one that I explore in great depth in my book, Holographic Multiverse. What if this universe, with its dramatic beginning and its potentially violent end, is not all there is? The Big Rip describes the end of our cosmic horizon, the end of our bubble of reality. But what if our universe is just one page in an infinite book? What if the dissolution of our space-time is merely the closing of one chapter and the beginning of another in a far vaster, more holographic reality? The idea of the multiverse suggests that while this universe may be doomed, existence itself is eternal, cycling through endless births and deaths in ways we can barely imagine. The Big Rip, then, becomes not just an end, but a transformation, a return to a primordial state from which new universes can bubble forth. It's a cosmic phoenix, dying in a fire of disintegration, only to be reborn again in a different form. In my book, I delve into the fascinating science and the profound philosophy behind this idea, connecting the dots between cutting-edge cosmology and the nature of consciousness itself. So, where does that leave us here, now, on our beautiful, fragile, blue planet? It leaves us with a choice. We can look into the abyss of the Big Rip and feel despair, or we can see it as a call to awe. The universe is not just stranger than we imagine. It is stranger than we can imagine. The fact that we can use our minds, born from stardust, to trace the cosmic story from a fiery beginning to a phantom-like end is a testament to something extraordinary. We are the universe becoming aware of itself, and in that awareness, we find a meaning that transcends even the ultimate fate of the cosmos. The story of the Big Rip is not a forecast of doom. It is an invitation to wonder. It is a reminder to look up at the stars while they are still there, to hold your loved ones close while you are still bound together, and to live with a passion and purpose that defies the silent, expanding dark. The cosmos may be destined to be torn apart, but the stories we tell, the love we share, and the wonder we feel here, today, in this fleeting, precious moment, that is a force that even dark energy cannot touch. If this journey to the edge of time resonated with you, if it sparked a sense of wonder and mystery, then please, help us continue this exploration. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next dive into the cosmos's greatest secrets. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. What does the Big Rip make you feel? Awe? Fear? A strange sense of peace? The conversation is just as important as the theory. And if your curiosity has been truly ignited, if you want to go further down the rabbit hole and explore the ideas of the multiverse, holographic reality, and the true nature of existence, then I invite you to check out my book, Holographic Multiverse. We've put a link in the description below where you can purchase your copy. It's a guide to the furthest frontiers of science and mind, and I think you'll find it a thrilling read. Thank you for sharing this time with me. Remember to look up and to look within. Until next time, stay curious.